It's back! The Supreme Top Baker competition was back again in 2015 to challenge bakers in the Gauteng region to create their very best bread baked with Supreme flour and Anchor yeast. The prizes were bigger and better than last year. Supreme Top Bakers stood a chance of winning 10,000 Rand, 20,000 Rand and 50,000 Rand in cash. Plus, an industrial 20-litre McAdams cake mixer worth 14,500 Rand for the bakery where the grand prize winner is employed. This year, Supreme also rewarded the remaining 5 finalists with 2,500 Rand each, in recognition of the hard work that they put into every loaf. Here at Supreme, we're all about forming connections across all avenues of the baking industry, while offering technical skills and knowledge to the world of baking. A word from Billy Oosthuizen, Managing Director of RCL Foods Milling and Baking Division.
The Supreme Top Baker Initiative is a fantastic initiative intended to develop a passion for baking in the country. Anchor is a fantastic partner to have on board.
With our Top Baker competition, we provide a one-of-a-kind platform for bakers to showcase their baking skills and innovative ideas, igniting a passion for baking amongst aspirant young bakers of tomorrow and the professional bakers of today. Top Baker provides local bakers with a stage on which they can gain recognition within the industry. This was certainly the case for last year's winner, Mutubatsi Masai, whose life has been completely changed thanks to his 2014 Supreme Top Baker victory. From humble beginnings, this baker is now heading up an exclusive bakery in Constantia, Cape Town, with plans to open his own bakery one day. Winning Top Baker has provided him with recognition and credibility in an otherwise faceless industry, valuable assets that Mutubatsi can leverage in his career going forward. So, who could enter the Supreme Top Baker competition? Bakers from the Gauteng region, in-store and plant bakers, pastry chefs, artisanal bakers, students from chef and bakery schools, and home industry bakers. To help bakers navigate their way through the competition, this year we produced a handy competition booklet that outlined the baking and competition requirements and provided bakers with all the information they needed to succeed. Entries opened on the 8th of June 2015 and closed on the 31st of July 2015. We made it easy for bakers to enter via various channels. They could enter online via the Supreme or Anchor Yeast websites, as well as via Sowetan TV, the Supreme Facebook page, or by filling in an entry form printed in the Daily Sun or Sowetan newspapers. Once again, the PROTEA Hotel in Midrand played host to our first round of judging, with hundreds of eager bakers showing up on the day to present their bread to the judges. With an incredible 800 entries received, the judging was held over 2 days. Gauteng's bakers were definitely in it to win it, showcasing traditional loaves and those unlike any the judges had ever seen before.
An orange-infused suraki, a Greek Easter bread.
A milk stout rye bread with apricot and rosemary.
Garlic bread.
French cranberry baguette.
Caramelized onion and feta loaf.
Two-tone bread.
Date bread.
It's a 3 cheese and sweet corn bread.
Date, apricot and sunflower seed bread.
Roquefort cheese and walnut loaf.
By the end of day 2, the Supreme judges had discovered our top 8 finalists, the best of the best, who would fight it out in the final bake-off at Anchor's world-class baking facility. Anchor is indeed proud to be part of this exciting initiative.
Anchor Yeast is a leading yeast supplier in the industry, enjoy a strong partnership with Supreme Flour. We're both working together to really promote baking as a trade and the industry of baking in South Africa.
And now, introducing our 2015 Supreme Top Baker finalists. When asked why she loves baking, Cherry Pin told us she just loves the decorative part, making something beautiful, and then being able to eat it. That's the best part, she adds. Cherry planned to spend her prize money on new baking equipment and giving some cash to her mum. Winning Top Baker with her unique and innovative bread recipe could mean that Patricia Bosato would finally be able to visit her grandchildren in New Zealand. Patricia has only seen them twice in 5 years, so the prize money meant the world to her. This is what Top Baker is all about, baking from the heart. Andrew Alexander's favorite thing about baking is the instant gratification you get when someone loves what you've baked. Andrew knows that baking is hard work, but all is forgotten when you see the smile on someone's face as they bite into something delicious that you've baked. Umtukosisi Kumedi's ultimate goal is to open his own restaurant one day. He dreamt of investing every cent of his Top Baker winnings towards starting his own bakery business, to make the extra cash needed to fund the long-term goal of opening his very own restaurant in the future. We asked Christopher Mshweni why he chose to bake his particular type of bread for the competition, and Christopher replied, "The answer's easy. He generally liked the flavor, appearance and texture of the loaf, and since it was a winner at the Olympics in America, he can only imagine what it would do for him at the Top Baker competition." Our next finalist, Mshweni had no idea that her recipe would be a potential winner. She tells us that she had never doubted her capabilities as a baker. She knows she's good. But in a competition with 800 or more entrants, she did not even for one moment think that she'd make it into the top 8. She took her chances, and here she is now. Chloe Hadjipetru tells us that her baking inspiration is her mum. She was the youngest in the family, and one of her earliest memories is following her mum around in the kitchen, watching her bake. Chloe's mum used to bake 12 loaves at a time in an old traditional wood fire oven. An inspiring memory that has stayed with Chloe to this day. Chris Ulufir is a self-employed handyman who dreams of starting his life over. When we asked Chris how winning Top Baker would help his career or professional life, his response was simple: it would change everything. Chris tells us that he is passionate about baking and has put his heart into his recipe, carefully crafting the product for more than a month to ensure supreme perfection. And now, let's meet this year's demanding judges. Jos van Achter is more than a bakery development manager. He's a legend in the South African baking industry. Baking, he says, is both an art and a precise science, unlike cooking, where recipes can be tweaked and played with while you're in the kitchen. Jos believes that bakers deserve respect, no less than the celebrated winemaker or artist. Top Baker excites him as it brings passion, new energy, and acknowledgement to the underestimated skill of baking. Floyd Dlamini is a technical sales manager at Anchor Yeast. Floyd believes that Top Baker helps the industry to recognize the need for training and skills development. Today's retail trade can sometimes forget the power of the smell of freshly baked bread in store. Floyd would like to enjoy the aroma of freshly baked bread in more supermarkets around the country. Bread that has been baked with Anchor Yeast, of course. As a technical advisor at RCL Foods, Marius Jacobs is excited that Top Baker is opening doors to a younger generation, allowing them to explore their creativity and love of bread baking. Bakers currently working in the Gauteng region are finally receiving the credit they deserve. He hopes that this, in turn, will inspire young potential bakers to follow their dreams. The stage had been set. The bakers were fired up. All that remained was to find out who would take home the grand prize of 50,000 Rand in cash, plus a McAdams cake mixer worth 14,500 Rand for their bakery, and who would win the prestigious title of the 2015 Supreme Top Baker. Finally, at an exclusive Top Baker Awards event held on the 21st of August at the Longmeadow Function Venue in Johannesburg, our winners were announced. Third place and 10,000 Rand went to Andrew Alexander. Second place and 20,000 Rand went to Cherry Pin. And the 50,000 Rand grand prize, as well as the McAdams cake mixer worth 14,500 Rand, went to the humble and talented Mshweni. Supreme couldn't be more proud to have a passionate, skilled baker like Mpho as our newest brand ambassador, sharing her skills and enthusiasm for baking with her fellow bakers. Supreme wishes Mpho every future success in her career. We know that the cash prize and cake mixer will go a long way in helping Mpho to realize her dreams of growing her baking business from strength to strength.
Thank you, Top Baker. You've made my dream come true. This is just one step towards bigger and bigger and bigger dreams.
To follow her Top Baker journey and to stay in touch with all the exciting developments at Supreme, find and like the Supreme Facebook page or visit our website www.supremeflour.co.za. Thank you for being part of the Supreme journey with the 2015 Supreme Top Baker competition.